when we wake up in the morning, we have this thin white layer inside our mouth, on the teeth, on the tongue, on your gums, you'll have that layer which is called plaque. If you don't brush it every single day, more than 24 to 72 hours, it stays in its own place. And even the tongue and the saliva cannot clean it during the day. Then that turns into...
Sachin gave a very good statement on this. Okay, oral health is basically overall health.
There is acid release happening in your mouth, in your stomach, which is your digestive process. Once that begins and then you go to brush, you're essentially brushing the acid on your teeth. Some people brush really hard, some people use a lot of hard bristle brushes, some people, subah uth ke, I'll have a lemon ginger shot in the morning. Why we say that, don't do that. You'll have a lot of sensitivity. Every tiny stimulus, even opening your mouth in front of the air conditioner or a cold blast of air, you're going to feel extremely sensitive. Enamel doesn't regrow. This is like the biggest myth. We want this enamel to be there for the next 80 years. A lot of people are very good with their brushing routine, that I brush in the morning, I brush at night also. A lot of people are like that. But what they end up doing is, the center of your brush should be at the junction of your teeth and your gums, where your gums and your teeth meet overall. So you see that line, the scalloped line inside your mouth, where the teeth and the gums meet. That is where you want to brush. That food particle is going to start fermenting inside your mouth. It's going to start creating bacteria. Now that bacteria is going to eat up the enamel. And that essentially is a cavity. If there is that one tooth, or if there are, multiple teeth, ki whenever I brush it bleeds, baki pure din kuch nahi hota. That means this is where I like to check my brush, like the inside of my hand. So if I move my brush over here and it doesn't scratch me, it feels fine over here, it's good enough for my gums.
The structure of the brush, does that also matter?
What makes a difference is nylon bristles.
$1 million question जो हमारे advertisements में होता है, कितनी देर तक brush करना है?
Then we figured out that okay, the Patanjali toothpaste has abrasives in it, and that is how they were marketing it. Okay, you'll get really white teeth from this. So people went and bought it. Okay, this is organic, this is
whitening,
herbal. So let's go use it. But they added so many abrasives to it, which FDA would never have approved. The ideal color of your teeth has to match the whites of your eyes.
Hi Madhuri, welcome to Level Up with Anona.
Hello Anona, thank you for having me.
Super excited यार, मतलब I mean एक दिन में हमने literally ये plan किया कि let's do a podcast.
I know, just over the weekend.
Yeah, but it's very very important जो oral health की हम बात करने जा रहे हैं on the World Oral Health Day. I mean, when I was speaking to my parents and family and research के समय हम लोगों से कि क्या question पूछना है तुम्हें, what do you have? मतलब सारे क्वेश्चंस ऐसे निकले जो बहुत बेसिक हैं, but everyone needs to know क्योंकि सबके different answers है उसके लिए, and that's the point where it comes कि when it comes to oral health, when it comes to our teeth, I think कोई awareness ही नहीं है, like कोई एक simple answer है ही नहीं, तो that's why I'm here today with you कि एक simple answer निकाल पाए at least to make people understand कि oral health क्यों जरूरी है. ठीक है, तो मैं आपसे पहले पूछती हूँ, what do you have in mind कि what do you want to break out, like क्या आप बताना चाहते हो through this episode ki what is that one myth that you really want to break?
Honestly, the questions that you're talking about that everybody has, over the years it's been the same questions. Anytime a patient comes, and then treatment and all aside, but then basic questions when they start asking ki how is this done, what is this, why do we do this, ye kaise karte hai, like those questions are standard to every patient. Every patient. So I think we're just here to simplify the basics, mainly. Ki just this is how it works, step 1, step 2, step 3. Once you understand that, you've got your dental health in control.
True.
You know exactly how to look after it. Like with skin, with hair, we know our own skin, we know our own hair. But there are general concepts that we know about other people's skin and hair also. So I think that is my goal here, that people have a more,
simple understanding about it. Yeah,
exactly.
True.
That a very clear understanding of what oral health actually means.
True. तो आपसे पूछती हूँ because like when I was researching, so Sachin gave a very good statement on this oral health की बारे में कि oral health is basically overall health, and a lot of things lot of diseases in fact also start from oral health itself. तो आपसे अगर मैं एक basic पूछूँ कि क्या है oral health, how will you define it?
So the basic is कि when medical and dental को उन्होंने split किया, we started thinking that dental is separate and medical is separate. So the whole body is on its own and the oral health is on its own. Like
Why is
teeth
that?
and Because we split medical and dental from education purposes,
हाँ,
you know, when
हाँ.
we shifted that, when we split that, so in our minds also, in generally in public's mind, it shifted that this is separate and this is separate.
Right.
इसका इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है. But that's not how it works. Like even in say gastro, we take it. So on a daily basis, we see patients, we see their teeth, and we recommend them to go to a gastro, because if you have, like, say, acid reflux, if you have all those issues, it's going to show up on your teeth. Your teeth are going to start wearing down. It's going to have acid effects on it.
Oh, is it?
That's the opposite way. Ki if there is already some issue and it is showing up, the symptoms are showing up in the mouth.
ठीक है.
The other way of looking at it is that if you have a cavity, and it turns into like an infected cavity, there is an abscess happening over there, and that can you know, directly affect the heart.
Oh my God.
So a patient who's had a heart issue is in the hospital, we figure out the infection spread over there from the oral cavity.
This happens?
It happens. It's quite common.
It's quite common also.
It's quite common.
Oh my
Happens.
God,
It's an
okay.
infection. So
हाँ.
it works both ways. The body also affects the oral cavity, and the oral cavity also affects the body.
ठीक है. ठीक
So
है.
like everything else in your body, why we feel that okay, you need to exercise, you need to eat clean, you need to sleep well, so that your skin is better, so that your heart health is better if you do this. The same way oral cavity also work, that there are certain things you can do that your oral health is good.
तो
and
क्या
it
अगर
stays.
मैं आपसे बेसिक चीज पूछूं कि क्या करनी चाहिए टू हैव अ गुड ओरल हेल्थ, क्या बोलोगे आप?
So oral health में let's talk about oral hygiene.
ठीक है.
So why does hygiene come over there? We don't talk about hygiene when it comes to any other body part. We usually talk about hygiene when it comes to the mouth, or it comes to the skin, or it comes to your private parts. We are talking about hygiene in those areas. So in all these areas, what happens is that this is exposed to the elements. So during the day, we are eating, we are talking, people are smoking, we are drinking, we are doing all of those things. So there is a lot of intake happening inside our oral cavity. Now we have saliva in our mouth, which is biologically there to take care of all these things.
Yeah.
It is antibacterial in nature. So whatever goes inside your mouth, the antibacterial effect begins inside the mouth. So when you go to sleep overnight, that saliva is not being produced inside the mouth. So whatever bacteria is there inside the mouth, and whatever residue of the bacteria is there inside the mouth, that stays overnight.
Okay.
So when we wake up in the morning, we have this thin white layer inside our mouth, on the teeth, on the tongue, on your gums, you'll have that layer, which is called plaque. Now plaque is white, soft and sticky, which is why we have to brush it every single day.
ठीक है.
If you don't brush it every single day, more than 24 to 72 hours, it stays in its own place. And even the tongue and the saliva cannot clean it during the day. Then that turns into calculus, which is also called tartar.
Okay.
So tartar is hard, tartar is calcified. In your saliva, there is also calcium. So when the tartar, like when the plaque stays there, it turns into tartar within 72 hours.
Okay.
And that is very hard, and it sticks to your teeth. And that is what you have to go to a dentist to get a cleaning done for.
Okay.
So if you are brushing your teeth on a daily basis, if you're taking care that, there is no plaque left behind in the morning, you're brushing it really well, then you may never need a cleaning.
Oh, is it?
That's the idea. So when you do go to your dentist for a cleanup, when you do go for like scaling is what we call it, you go for a scaling and your dentist tells you, okay, ye area mein you had more calculus. So then when you go home, you focus more on that area, that okay, maybe in the morning when I'm sleepy, I'm not really, focusing on that area.
Yeah.
1 or 2 times you go, you figure out where all areas in your mouth you have to figure out, then you never need a cleaning again.
Okay, wow, so interesting. I mean, इतना beyond मैंने नहीं सोचा था the conversation. But okay, I have like so many questions उसमें ही. तो let's begin with, जैसे आपने बोला, मैं जो अभी जितना समझी कि tartar and plaque में plaque is something जो daily basis पे हमारे रात को because saliva is not being produced बन रहा है, and tartar is like a long term thing जब तुम नहीं अपना hygiene जो आपने बताया oral hygiene maintain नहीं करे
2 or 3 days if you don't brush, then
it keeps
then it starts to build in your mouth.
Okay, तो let's start from कि जब हमने oral health की अभी ये हमने brushing की बात करी, one thing जो आपने बोला कि this is how brushing works and hygiene works. तो what जो हम लोग जो brush नहीं करते हैं, there are a lot of people, trust me, जो नहीं करते हैं on a regular basis. तो what is happening is this कि tartar and plaque is getting
tartar is getting, the first step that happens is that there is a lot of tartar in the mouth. But if you continue, so within 72 hours, tartar will start building. So in the next 2 or 3 months, there is going to be a lot of tartar in the mouth.
Yeah.
Now, the tartar is very hard in consistency. So, what it
Huh.
is going to do is it's going to push the gums down. When it pushes the gums down, it pushes the bone also inside it down, which is why you see a lot of people who have very long teeth because the gums have settled down. And that
Oh.
in the long run, then you'll have, shaky teeth.
Oh, okay.
And that's how you lose teeth. So one thing leads to another, leads to another.
Hmm.
वैसे that's why it is so important to teach children also that you have to brush every day.
Yeah. So okay, let's start from जो ब्रश की आपने जैसे बात करी है, तो when do a person, because आपने जैसे बोला कि सुबह उठते हैं then everything is there inside our
Yes.
mouth, right? तो बहुत लोग जो है वो ब्रश जो है वो उठते ही करते हैं, और बहुत लोग जो है वो ब्रश ब्रेकफास्ट के बाद करते हैं. What is right?
See, I wake up at 6 in the morning, but I don't eat till 11 in the morning. I can brush at 10:30.
ठीक है.
So सुबह उठ के सबसे पहले brush करना is not important. But if you are somebody who wakes up in the morning and needs to have your tea or coffee or something, anything other than water, if you are going to put in your mouth, then it is better to brush before that. As soon as you start having your coffee or tea or breakfast, there is acid release happening in your mouth, in your stomach, which is your digestive process. Once that begins and then you go to brush, you're essentially brushing the acid on your teeth.
Oh.
So you don't want to do that. So in general, you have to remember that if you've eaten something, even if it is a tiny bite, even if it is a peanut, you've had one thing, you got to wait at least 1 hour before you start brushing.
Oh my God, okay. I mean,
That's the idea. You don't want the enamel to wear off. If you're like, that stomach acid that is there in the mouth at that time, if you scrub over it with your brush and everything, what's going to happen? Your enamel is going to wear off.
Of course.
So it's not important कि उठते ही नींद में जब सबसे पहले जाके brush करो. That is not important.
But
But
भी
खाने
खा
से
रहे हो
पहले. खाने से पहले. And it doesn't matter. You can brush, go directly to the table and start eating. That's fine. Only thing is खाने के बाद, the minute you put something in your mouth, after that wait at least 1 hour for the acid to settle down and then brush if you must.
Okay. So you are saying कि जो हमारा stomach acid बनता है, that flows up to the mouth also?
No, the mouth creates its own acid.
अच्छा, it creates its own acid.
The oral cavity creates its own acid. And how that, so saliva that is there in the mouth, it changes during the whole day.
Oh.
उसकी consistency or composition that you say changes according to your oral cavity. So if you have a lot of acid in your, like some people have a lot of acid reflux, the saliva will try to be as basic as possible to, neutralize that acid. Saliva is amazing.
Wow.
So it changes during the day a lot.
हाँ, तो basically you are saying कि जो सलाइवा का मेन काम होता है कि जो भी खाना हम खा रहे हैं उसको प्रॉपर्ली डाइजेस्ट करवाना, राइट?
Saliva has a couple of very important jobs. One is, the biggest job it does is that it keeps the oral cavity self-cleansing.
Okay.
So even right now as we are talking, with the tongue moving and the saliva in the mouth, there is a self-cleansing action happening. Whatever plaque, whatever residue is stuck on the teeth, it is getting wiped off with your cheeks, lips, tongue, everything. It is getting wiped off because of the saliva. That is one job of the saliva. The other is that it is anti-carious. When you have cavities and all in the mouth, because of the antibacterial property and the basic nature of saliva, it even acts as anti-cariogenic, like doesn't cause cavities because of the caries.
Oh, wow, so it's like a medicine for our oral
Saliva
mouth.
is amazing. वो नहीं करते थे बचपन में, like if you had a cut, what would your mom do? She would put ऐसे tongue से लिख करके she would put that over there.
Yeah.
Grandmoms used to do that कि यहाँ थोड़ी सी चोट आ गई है तो let's do this. I still have a habit of doing it because it's antibacterial.
Wow, this is amazing. I never read about it. Never. I mean, I don't know. Kabhi again awareness. I mean, that's the most important thing.
Also, then when you eat food, so before you even eat food, when you look at food, you look at, even right now, if I say I talk about like desserts and I talk about tiramisu, your mouth is watering.
Yeah.
The more I talk about it, the more your mouth is watering. So that is saliva, that is its purpose, that okay, we are preparing for food, there's going to be more food. As soon as you start eating and thinking and everything about food, that gives the signal to the stomach that there's food coming. So start producing the acid that you need to. So saliva has a lot of benefits.
Wow. Okay.
Which is why when somebody has like less saliva production, which is what we call xerostomia, then all these issues happen, that they'll have, the teeth will wear down, they'll have tongue sensitivity, because saliva also acts as a numbing action, like it has a numbing action for the tongue. Otherwise, the soft tongue and your sharp teeth, you would have so many wounds on your tongue. If it didn't have that numbing action.
Makes
So
sense.
saliva has a lot of benefits, which is why we say drink a lot of water, because that helps the saliva.
हाँ, तो that's what my next
Yeah.
question was actually कि how can we have a good saliva, you know, and like a proper production and
First
everything.
is hydration.
हाँ.
You got to drink a lot of water.
हाँ.
And chewing gums are great.
Chewing gums are great.
Chewing gums are amazing for dental health. We don't want to tell children to have a lot of sugary gums, but you get a lot of sugar-free gums. So even after your food, like post lunch or post dinner, it's a great habit to have to pop a chewing gum. So chewing gum is sticky in nature. If there is anything stuck on your teeth anywhere inside your mouth, it helps in cleaning all of that.
Wow,
All of the
okay.
food particles, everything sticks to the gum, and then you can spit it out, and your teeth are as good as new.
मैंने एक चीज इसमें च्युइंग गम में बट सुनी थी कि पीपल से कि च्युइंग गम जब खाते हैं तो उससे बहुत ज्यादा एज एन एयर जाती है तो गैस बनाती है, इसलिए तुम्हें च्युइंग गम अपेरेंटली नहीं खानी चाहिए. इट क्रिएट्स अ लॉट ऑफ ब्लोटिंग, तो दैट्स व्हाई दैट वाज वन थिंग.
So a good question to ask over there is, where is the gas coming from? Right? So if I'm talking to you right now, I have to keep my mouth open, right? And we are not always breathing through our nose when we are talking. We are also breathing in through our mouth. So all that air is also going in. But that is
then
not
it's
creating
fine.
gas.
It's a myth, maybe I
Yeah.
can say that.
So
But
when
chewing
you-
gum is good, you're saying overall.
Yeah, you can eat a chewing gum with an open mouth. You can close your mouth and eat the chewing gum. It doesn't make any difference.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's something
Yeah.
new. Okay,
Even smoking, like a lot of people have a habit of smoking. That doesn't create gas. You're essentially inhaling air through the mouth.
yeah.
But that's not causing, bloating.
Got it.
So why
But-
would anything else?
So now you have, अगर आपने स्मोकिंग की बात करी है, I'll ask here only, क्या how does मतलब स्मोकिंग और वेपिंग इज लाइक द न्यू कूल राइट नाउ, तो इन सब चीजों का हमारी ओरल हेल्थ और सलाइवा और दांतों पे कुछ असर पड़ता है?
Smoking definitely.
Does?
I mean, we know about cancer.
Yeah.
So tobacco, betel nut, all of those things, even Rajnikanda, a lot of people eat we just had a pan, and Gujarat especially, because we grow tobacco here, so there is a very high tobacco consumption in Gujarat. So it's very difficult to tell people, even women will come and be like, sopari to I eat every day, ekat sopari to hum khai lou chu. And which is, it comes from the same plant, it comes from the betel nut plant, which is a carcinogenic. So everything about that plant is carcinogenic, it causes cancer. Now anything that causes cancer doesn't cause cancer like you had it once and it caused cancer, you had it 40 times and it did. Cancer is a trigger. That trigger can happen the first time, that trigger can happen the millionth time also. So it's just better to stay away from it.
Right. And what
Like
about
that.
alcohol? उसका क्या असर होता है?
Alcohol is acidic in nature. I think the only thing is that if you're an alcoholic, then you will see a lot of enamel wear down. You will see a lot of, because your saliva stays acidic for a very long time. So you will see your teeth wearing down.
Enamel आपने काफी बार बोला, एक बार enamel क्या है आप समझा सकते हो? बहुत
Enamel is what I'm looking at in your mouth when I see your teeth. The first layer of your teeth that is visible to the naked eye, that is your enamel.
That is a technical term,
Yes.
basically.
So there are 3 layers inside the teeth. The inside layer is called the pulp. Usme all your nerves and everything is there. So when you have your cold, hot food, when you have sweet, that is what tells your teeth that there is a trigger here. If it is too cold and your teeth, you get that sharp shooting pain. So that it tells your teeth that, okay, there is something here. That is because of the nerves inside the pulp.
ठीक है.
Outside of that is the dentine. The dentine is what holds all the tubules, all the nerves, to take all the, the sensations that are happening in the mouth. It transfers that to the pulp from the enamel.
Okay, ठीक है.
And the enamel, the hardest layer outside, enamel is harder than bone also. That is your outside most layer, and that is what you're seeing in the mouth, which we all want it to be like really white all the time. That is enamel.
तो ये जो हम anatomy अगर हम बात करें अपने teeth की, तो this is the anatomy. This is how या
This is the anatomy. So why don't we want our enamel to wear off? Some people brush really hard. Some people use a lot of hard bristle brushes. Some people, subah uth ke, they'll have, I have a lemon shot in the morning. I'll have a lemon ginger shot in the morning. Why we say that, don't do that. Because first thing in the morning, your mouth is like, saliva is not happening at that time. It's not going to take care of anything. And you have that acidic shot. Okay, or you have acid reflux. For whatever reason that your enamel is wearing off. Once your enamel wears off, the dentine, which is sending the signals, that comes in the forefront.
Yeah.
So then even the mildest of stimuli, and I'm going to feel a lot of sensitivity. And enamel doesn't regrow. This is like the biggest myth that, you know, dentists have to explain to patients, that enamel does not regrow. So there are studies being done on it, ki whether enamel can regrow, how can we regrow it? Because if it can't regrow, say you had your teeth coming out, your permanent teeth coming out at 13 years of age,
हाँ.
right? Uske baad you want them to be as is, like it doesn't regrow, it doesn't anything, it can only wear down. And you have to maintain it for the next 50 years, 80 years, you have to maintain it. That is why we don't want it to wear down, because if it wears down, you cannot grow it again. Secondly, you'll have a lot of sensitivity. Every tiny stimulus, even opening your mouth in front of the air conditioner or a cold blast of air, you're going to feel extremely sensitive. Which is why we don't want ki, you know, don't take the lemon shot in the morning, don't brush your teeth after eating. Anything that is going to cause the enamel to wear down.
क्या-क्या चीजें हैं जो enamel पे affect करती है? जैसे आपने lemon shot की
So
बात करी.
acid is the first thing,
हाँ.
anything acidic.
हाँ.
So having orange juice first thing in the morning and not balancing it with other food, just having that lemon ka directly, you know, having that shot. If you want to have lemon, add it to your food, add it to your dal, sabzi and everything, and then have it. So acid is one thing, alcohol is the other. When you are having, you know, if you're going on a bender and you're drinking for like 2-3 days, you're drinking, that's a lot of acid in your mouth. A drink here and there won't make a difference. Even your, you know, when you have Coke, and you hold the Coca-Cola in your mouth for a second, like, you know, for 5 to 10 seconds, you get that powdery feeling on your teeth. That is your enamel wearing down.
Oh my God.
It's extremely acidic. So once in a while, no big deal. But to have a habit of that, to do it every single day, that is going to cause the wear down. And we want this enamel to be there for the next 80 years. We don't want it to wear down at all.
Of course.
So that's one thing. The other aesthetic reason that, you know, could be a great motivation for people is that the pulp is nerves and blood vessels and everything. So it's basically red in color. And then dentine is translucent. It is almost yellow because the red tissue inside, you can see through it. And then the enamel on top, which covers everything, which is why younger generations, they have a very thick layer of enamel. As you grow older, enamel gets thinner. So younger kids, you will see they'll have like bluish white teeth. But the older you grow, it becomes more yellow and then it becomes grey.
Because the enamel is wearing off.
Enamel is wearing off, and you are able to see the dentine and the pulp through it. So that is a great incentive to not overbrush your teeth, to not have a lot of acidic foods, so that you can maintain your enamel and it stays white for a long time.
But आपने जैसे बोला कि acidic food straight in the morning, so it's just for the morning or it's for throughout the day also? I mean,
I think it's more ki how much acid and in how much time. So if I'm making a lemonade and I had that much, but it's just one lemonade like 2-3 times a week, makes no difference. But first thing in the morning when there's no saliva to neutralize that acid, and then I have this lemon wala shot. That
so
lemon
like
is going to stay
on the top,
and you'll feel it. As soon as you take the lemon shot, you'll feel that powdery sensation on your teeth. The same sensation you get by holding Coke inside your mouth.
And it's
so that is not a good feeling. You, as soon as you get that, you should know that okay, I'm not doing good by my teeth.
And then you're saying enamel literally it's unforgiving. मतलब एक बार गया तो गया, it won't come back. So I think that's something major that people need to understand. तो आपने जैसे बात करी कि brush की बात की कि lot of people do it कि एकदम रगड़ के कि brush करना है and all of that. So अगर मैं एक आपसे basic technique पूछूं कि how to brush, because अगर मैं ये simple question ही पूछती हूँ how to brush, what would you say on that?
So how to brush? One is brush on an empty stomach. That is your first this thing. So even when you're brushing at night, a lot of people, you know, are very good with their brushing routine. That I brush in the morning, I brush at night also. A lot of people are like that. But what they end up doing is, I eat my dinner at 9:30 and then 10 o'clock I go to sleep. So 10 o'clock I brush my teeth and go to sleep. So instead of that, I think the person not brushing at night is doing a better job for their teeth. Because you're still brushing within half an hour, within 1 hour of eating. There's a lot of acid inside your mouth at that time, and then you're brushing the acid onto your teeth. So first thing is to brush on an empty stomach or a relatively empty stomach that you haven't eaten in the last hour or so. That is a very good time to brush. That's the first thing. Second is you have to maintain your enamel like we spoke about. You have to maintain it for years. So this is not like scrubbing utensils. You don't need a hard bristle brush. Right? What are we brushing off? The plaque that I spoke about, which is a soft, sticky, white residue. Something soft and sticky and white can be cleaned with a soft bristle brush also.
ठीक है.
So that's your second trick, that you
Okay.
need a soft bristle brush, not a hard bristle brush. Another thing you have to look for when you're brushing is that you want your brush to be slightly wet. You don't want to scrub a dry brush on your teeth. That's one thing.
ठीक है.
So now coming to the actual act of brushing.
हाँ.
Okay, so first thing you want to do is you want to wet your toothbrush before you brush. You don't want a dry brush, scrubbing your teeth.
ठीक
That's
है.
the first thing. Secondly, when you're brushing, a lot of people, because we were taught by our moms, who were taught by their moms, right? Like we learned how to brush in our own washrooms.
हाँ.
So a lot of people end up thinking that brushing is to brush the teeth.
हाँ.
So when you wake up in the morning, the concept behind brushing is to remove that plaque inside your mouth.
Right.
Now that plaque is all over. It's on your tongue, it's on your cheeks, it's on the inside of your lips, right? It's on your palate, it's on your teeth, everywhere. So what you want to do is you want to brush your teeth and your gums.
हाँ.
So whenever you're brushing, keep like the center of your brush should be at the junction of your teeth and your gums, where your gums and your teeth meet.
Okay.
Overall.
Okay.
So you see that line, the scalloped line inside your mouth where the
Haan.
teeth and the gums meet. That is where you want to brush. That is where the plaque deposits the most. So a lot of people end up brushing the surface of the tooth instead of brushing the junction of gums and teeth. Even better is to brush all your teeth and brush all your gums, brush the inside of your mouth, brush the cheeks, brush everything. That's the best way of brushing.
Oh, cheeks also from inside. हाँ.
Everything. Basically, you want to remove as much plaque is there in your mouth, and that makes it as antibacterial as you want it to be.
I think I wanted to ask you कि कोई ऐसा एक area है जो लोग generally भूल जाते हैं brush करना. I think cheek would be one, right?
Cheek is, I don't think anybody brushes that unless your dentist tells you to. That is one. But even generally when people are brushing, there are three places that we always find. One is the inside of your front lower teeth, on the inside. That one place a lot of people forget. The inside of your lower back teeth. Because वहाँ पे the tongue is lying. So you just brush a little bit on the inside on that angle, but you don't go all the way inside. You want to brush the junction of the gum and the tooth. So that is way further inside.
Yeah.
So that area is usually, skipped by people. That is where we find a lot of tartar or calculus, whatever you call it. And the upper back side here. So because your cheeks are really they're very flexible. Back here they are not that flexible. So when you are brushing, you think हो गया पीछे तक पहुंच गए. But usually the wisdom teeth, like people who have wisdom teeth, that is way further behind. So when I like to tell my patients that when you think you've reached the end, like go further behind. When you start doing that, you're basically cleaning the whole mouth.
That's why जो ये पीछे के होते हैं जनरली अगर किसी के दांत खराब होते हैं जो हम बोलते हैं वो पीछे के होते हैं. इसमें मेरे को अभी जैसे you just mentioned तो ये जो कीड़े लग गए हैं जो हम बोलते हैं जनरल स्लैंग में, what is that? वो जो पीछे के दांतों में होता है, it's that tartar only?
It happens on any tooth. It can happen on any tooth. The reason it happens more on the back teeth is because of the anatomy of the back teeth. There are a lot of grooves and like a lot of mountains and valleys when you look at the back tooth. So chances of something getting stuck there are very high. Now if something gets stuck there, same like what we discussed about plaque and tartar, the same thing happens over there, that if you couldn't brush it clean and now it has stayed there, what happens is that food particle is going to start fermenting inside your mouth. It's going to start creating bacteria. Now that bacteria is going to eat up the enamel, and that essentially is a cavity.
कीड़े लगना is basically cavity.
That is basically what it is.
But आपने जो बोला जब हम brush करते हैं तो जो gum and teeth का जो joint part है we should brush. But the main issue that comes is वहाँ blood आता है फिर, like because of course hard brushing or whatever it is.
Yes, so that is a wonderful way of checking whether your brush is too hard or too soft. If you can brush your gums, it's good enough for your teeth. That's what we want. If it is good enough to wash the utensils in the kitchen, it is not good enough for your teeth. उतना hard brush हमको नहीं चाहिए.
तो मतलब it is not our gum का fault. It is the brush.
It is. But the biggest one of the reasons for your gums bleeding or your gums getting hurt, कि अरे how can I use my toothbrush on my gums? It's going to scratch over there. It's going to hurt me over there. That's how you know you're supposed to use a soft bristle brush. Now the tartar that we spoke about, that plaque, when it calcifies, it turns into tartar, which we call calculus. So when it turns into that, it becomes hard because calcium उसमें add होता है, तो it becomes hard. Now gums are soft. Gums are very, like, they're very shy is what dentists like to call gums. They're very shy. So as soon as, you know, उसपे कोई भी trauma लगता है, it is going to move away from where it is. So when you have calculus happening, when you have tartar happening underneath the gums, which is why we clean the junction, right? Because वहीं पे calculus and tar gets deposited. So once you get that, that is a hard structure right next to a very soft, delicate gum.
Yeah.
So which is उसपे जो constantly, you know, trauma that it is creating. So the gums are inflamed then. So then when you go in with a brush and you scrub over there, immediately bleeding is going to start.
Yeah.
So how I like to tell my patients is, if there is that one tooth or if there are, you know, multiple teeth, कि whenever I brush it bleeds, बाकी पूरे दिन कुछ नहीं होता. That means वहाँ पे there is calculus or tartar.
Okay.
So you want to set up an appointment, get a cleaning done. अगले दिन से bleeding is going to stop.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about me.
It's really that simple, that if there is bleeding
there's this
happening,
one particular area जहाँ पर जब भी whenever you
there's
do,
always that one tooth.
हाँ.
There's always that one tooth, usually one side, but there's usually always that one tooth कि this one is always bleeding. So only when I brush, but when I stop brushing and उसके बाद बंद हो जाता है वो. So that is exactly what is happening when you are brushing the gum and your tooth. There's no bleeding happening because the gums are very strong at that time. But if there is calculus or tartar present over there, which is very hard, the gum is going to get inflamed. Right? If I put my nail on your hand or on your skin over here right now, nothing is going to happen. But if I leave it there for like 2 or 3 days, this is going to get irritated. It's going to get inflamed. So as soon as you go to a dentist and they clean it up, because it's hard, you're not going to be able to clean it with a toothbrush. Once we clean it up and we tell you कि यहाँ पे now pay attention when you are brushing, make sure you keep this area clean. वापस tartar नहीं आएगा, the gum is going to settle down, the inflammation is going to go down, the bleeding is going to stop.
So that's like the major reason जो bleeding होती है in teeth हर लोगों के.
Two big reasons. One is that you're using a very hard brush, and the bigger reason is that वहाँ पे there is some calculus.
तो अगर मैं brush का ही आपसे, do you have any recommendation how to buy मतलब any brush that
I do. If a brush, this is where I like to check my brush, like the inside of my hand. So if I move my brush over here and it doesn't scratch me, it feels fine over here, it's good enough for my gums.
Okay.
That's how I check it. So even your regular brush, right now the brush that you're using, if you go home and you check it over here, यहाँ पे, okay, this is fine, it's not so hard, you can continue using it. So a lot of people ask, when should I change my, you know, brush? Like, especially in men, you see that, you know, their toothbrushes are frayed within like a couple of days of using it or a couple of months. And whereas a woman's toothbrush might, you know, look brand new even 6 months later. And that's basically the arm strength that you're using. That's basically just that. So how do you know that your toothbrush is too old now, you need to change it, or the brush that you're using is too hard and you might want to go for a softer bristle one? This is the best test. The inside of your arm, if it's not too scratchy here, if it doesn't irritate your skin over here, it's good enough for your gums. That is how you know whether, obviously the other test is if it's too frayed, it's not going to target where you want it to target. Like when you want to clean the junction and your toothbrush is too frayed, then it's not going to touch where you want it to touch. It's going to fold and, you know, the bristles
वो तो visible ही हो जाता है कि now you need to change.
So that is obviously one test. But a good test is this, that if it is too rough on your hand, you want to go for a newer brush.
और soft is one thing that you mentioned. उसके अलावा like there's a lot of marketing ads that we see कि short brush होना चाहिए या bamboo brushes का अभी की bamboo वाले brushes का you know काफी trend में है apparently. तो the structure of the brush, does that also matter?
I personally don't think that it matters so much as long as you are paying attention to where you want to clean. So bamboo brushes are great for the environment apparently. That's why they are, you know, it doesn't make a difference to your dental health.
Yeah.
What makes a difference is nylon bristles. So nylon bristles are antibacterial in nature. They can't have a lot of bacterial growth happening there. So which is why we use nylon bristles, and you can have like the softness, hardness, you can decide which one you want to buy, which is why we have nylon bristles.
Got it.
Because so when you have your toothbrush, like, you know, you wake up in the morning, like I said, plaque has a lot of bacteria and residues ka hai. And then you go in with your brush, you brush everything, teeth are clean, but that brush still has all the bacteria and everything stuck to it. And then you'll put it in your, you know, brush holder and you come back 24 hours later. It's going to multiply over there. But a nylon bristles, don't let that happen. Not to that extent. which is why it's a great idea to use nylon bristles, which is basically all your toothbrushes are made of nylon bristles.
Acha, okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's something not new. I thought.
Absolutely, it makes no difference. I feel like if you want to use a bamboo brush for the
हाँ.
environment, go ahead, do that.
Okay.
You know,
And
that's the
what
only
about
reason.
and what about ये जो एक होता है manual brush और दूसरे होते हैं of course electronic brush.
Yes.
Like a lot of doctors recommend that also.
Yes.
What's the difference?
The only difference is that from my experience, what I've noticed is that an electric toothbrush has a round head. So now when you're holding it on one tooth and you're brushing it, what is it cleaning exactly? It is cleaning the junction of your gums and teeth because it is circular. When you're going straight back and forth, right, or when you're going up and down, you're not sure whether it has cleaned the grooves inside the gums, like, you know, a tooth is curved. So is it going inside? Is it cleaning that whole area? We don't know that, which is why an electric toothbrush works really well. But for somebody who's got their, you know, brushing technique correct, no brush matters. Like, as long as it is a soft bristle brush, even a children's brush se bhi you can, you know, figure out how to brush.
Idea is just science है what to brush, where to brush.
Exactly.
तो and one more question, like that's like $1 million question जो हमारे advertisements में होता है, कितनी देर तक brush करना है, वो भी is there a science behind that?
There is
2
a
minutes.
science. There is a science behind it that we have, say, 28 teeth in our mouth. Okay, to clean 28 teeth, and we are cleaning the outside surface, we are cleaning the inside surface, and we are cleaning the chewing surface. Right, so we are talking about 28 teeth. To clean them thoroughly, they have found that 2 minutes is a good enough time. Anything shorter than that, you are not paying enough attention on, you know, individually. Every tooth is not getting enough time being brushed. So 2 minutes is a good enough time. When you actually sit down with a timer in 2 minutes, it's a very long time. Right?
Yeah,
2 minutes sounds like a short time, but if you have a toothbrush in your mouth for the first time and you're trying if you're trying the 2 minutes, it feels like a very long time.
But the point is right now, आपने बताया कि even we have to clean our cheeks, even we have to clean our.
हो जाता है.
So then 2 minutes is like good
I
time.
end up crossing the 2 minutes almost every day. I do.
Yeah.
So how I like to think is, when we do brush, how do we brush? We brush the back teeth, then we brush the front teeth, then again this side with the back. So how I like to calculate is, ऊपर के on the side or the back when you are brushing those, 10 seconds for that, 10 seconds for the inside, 10 seconds for 10 seconds for the upper, 10 seconds for the lower, again inside 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Same thing on the other side and in the front. When you calculate all of that, overall 2 minutes हो जाती है.
So आपने जैसे पर ये बोला कि जो brush, that soft brush you took and you brush it here, तो आपको softness का पता चलेगा, तो gums के लिए fine है. Then तो वो cheeks के लिए भी fine ही रहेगा, I'm assuming, है ना? तो then it's a fine thing for
under the
overall.
tongue also it is good enough for
under
that.
Under the tongue, yeah.
Palate also above the tongue, the palate. You want to clean all of that.
But above the tongue, brush can be used, or just generally people use that tongue cleaner?
No, I mean the palate. Your palate is upper teeth के ऊपर where your tongue rests. There's that flat area.
Got it.
That is called your palate. You want to scrub that also.
ठीक है, got it.
But tongue cleaner में a lot of people use plastic tongue cleaner.
Yeah.
I personally prefer a stainless steel.
जो है.
Yes.
Okay.
Stainless steel.
But how important is to clean your tongue on a daily basis?
As important as brushing. Okay. Same concept. The plaque. Now the tongue has a lot of serrations inside it. It's not a flat. It's not like your skin. It has a lot of pores, you might call them, right? So उसके अंदर plaque is going to get deposited and it's going to stay there. So even if you brush your teeth and you've not brushed your cheeks, you've not brushed your palate, you've not brushed your tongue, the plaque is still there. It's just going to go back to the teeth again. So you want to clean everything.
Ultimately, I think it boils back to कि जो एक science है तुम्हारी, you have to brush it every day.
You have to clean the plaque. Think of it as that. I have to clean the plaque that has, been built up overnight.
और रात का तो आपने बोला कि at night, अगर you said कि लोग generally क्या करते हैं आधे घंटे बाद, because acid is there, that's why you should not be brushing, you know. So, but is it good to brush at night? That's the point.
It's really good to brush at night, again, because say whatever you've eaten during the day, आज पूरा दिन आपने जो भी खाना खाया है, right? Even though you're drinking water, you might rinse, you might do all of that, but between your teeth and in certain areas, food will still get deposit. And then overnight, that food is getting fermented. So the plaque in the morning is much more for patients who don't brush at night than for the patients who brush at night.
Okay.
So you have very little plaque in the morning.
ठीक है.
So it's a great habit, especially
for children. But कितने duration के बाद? You mentioned ना खाने के कितने देर बाद रात को? After 1 hour.
1 hour.
Okay.
Even in the morning, say it's a Sunday,
Hmm.
and you're already down, you're meeting your family, it's a nice Sunday breakfast, nahi kiya hai brush, maine khana kha liya, it's fine. There is nothing wrong in eating food when you've not brushed your teeth. There's nothing wrong. In fact, whatever plaque is there in your mouth, this might be a little disgusting, but that plaque is just going to go inside your stomach, and your stomach acid is going to
Yeah.
kill it.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong in eating without brushing your
I'm
teeth.
fine then. I was
Absolutely fine.
actually discussing with Pradeep, and यही था. So I was saying कि I brush after breakfast, and he said he brushes before breakfast.
Yes.
So अभी तक मुझे लग रहा था कि मैं क्या
So both of
but
you
it's
are
fine.
not wrong. Both of you are not wrong. Only thing is that if
I'm just a bit disgusting.
1 hour after you eat,
Yeah, got it,
you're
got
not
it.
disgusting at all. 1 hour after you eat, then you can brush.
Got it.
Then you
This
can brush.
this makes sense. And okay, so this is all about brushing and oral
Yes.
health. I want to talk about the next step. Like a lot of people talk about mouthwash, using mouthwash, and it
Yes.
has two things in the market or on the Google. जो मैं बोलूँगी. One is कि of course it's very important कि जो area में नहीं जा पाता है brush, तो you rinse it off. But the second thing is कि it has certain contents which causes cancer. That's like a thing in the market. So first of all, what do you think? Why mouthwashes are important?
I personally don't think mouthwashes are important for everybody.
Okay.
Okay. Mouthwashes don't particularly cause cancer.
Okay.
But again, when it comes to toothpastes, mouthwashes, anything that you're going to put inside your body, it needs to be FDA approved.
Okay.
So there are a lot of toothpastes outside, there are a lot of mouthwashes outside which are not FDA approved. So the easiest way,
Are those good brands?
how can they be?
Okay.
If you are good, if your ingredients are good, if everything that you have created is good, then why wouldn't the FDA give you an approval? You know what I mean?
हाँ.
So if you have created a good product, the FDA is going to give you the approval.
ठीक है.
So how I like to look at it is कि tried and tested जो है, which we know for the last 20-30 years, this has been going, no real history of cancer in patients, and none of that has happened. So your Colgate, Pepsodent, Sensodyne, the standard names जो है in the market that even our parents, had those brands in the market, those are safe. Those are safe. And if you want to check if whatever you are using, just check whether it says if it is FDA approved or not.
It's written on the label.
It's always written on the label.
Okay.
So if it is not FDA approved, find something else.
ठीक है.
That's the one thing.
And जो एक trend आया herbal toothpaste and all of that, what do you say on that? Like organic toothpaste, herbal toothpaste and all of that.
Again, it boils down to, is it cleaning the plaque? So that is all there is.
तो
There is
जो content हमें देखना चाहिए on the label, it should be FDA approved, right?
It should be FDA approved.
ठीक है.
That they've done that. It shouldn't. So there are multiple factors here when you want to, figure out which toothpaste and which mouthwash and all. You can brush without using a toothpaste. The purpose of a toothpaste is to give you that minty freshness. It doesn't do anything beyond that. It is your toothbrush that is cleaning the plaque.
Oh,
The toothpaste is doing nothing unless it is a specific toothpaste for sensitivity or, like for people, Sensodyne Repair and Protect hai, Colgate mein they have Colgate Sensitive. Different brands have their own sensitivity toothpaste. So unless it is a sensitivity toothpaste, it has a particular, role inside your mouth. Otherwise, a toothpaste ka role is only to give you that minty freshness, nothing else.
Makes sense.
So if you go, a lot of countries in the world, especially Europe and all, they don't use toothpaste on a daily basis. All they do is like a wet toothbrush and you're good to go. So the same way mouthwash works like that. So mouthwash was for patients or people who don't want to use a toothpaste.
Toothbrush also.
Yeah. So in a toothpaste, what happens is you can get angular cheilitis. A lot of people get that the black pigmentation around their lips because of ingredients in the toothpaste. So for those patients, all we say is like, stop using toothpaste. After you brush, use a mouthwash so that you have that minty freshness.
Got it.
So mouthwashes mein you get alcoholic and non-alcoholic. So when you do go to get yourself a mouthwash, that if you're working in the office all day long and you're taking a lot of tea breaks, you're taking coffee breaks, and you're getting that bad breath, you don't have to go and brush your teeth right away. All you can do is have a carry-on mouthwash with you, and you can use that, and gives you that, you know, freshness all over again, gets rid of bad breath. That's basically the purpose of mouthwash.
Got it.
That if you're getting ready to go out for dinner, but you don't want to brush your teeth, like, you know, I'm going to brush tonight, I don't want to brush right now. Mouthwash is for that. To just give you a quick, you know, bad breath check, basically. That. But when it comes to alcoholic and non-alcoholic mouthwashes, you need to reach for the non-alcoholic one. Alcoholic mouthwashes we give on prescription.
Okay.
Certain patients have diseases like pyorrhea, they have diseases where, gum diseases, where there is a lot of bacteria in the mouth, which is why unke liye alcoholic mouthwashes are prescribed. So not everyone who has pyorrhea should be using alcoholic mouthwashes, only when your dentist tells you to.
Yeah.
So if somebody like you who doesn't have any gum disease, who doesn't have all of that, and you start using an alcoholic mouthwash, what alcohol does is it dries out your mouth.
Okay.
But you need the saliva to do everything else. So as soon as you use the alcoholic mouthwash, you'll feel like your mouth is really dry. So that is what you don't want. You don't want your mouth to become too dry. You need
Got
a lot of saliva. And usually after after rinsing out with a mouthwash, we like to tell patients, you know, for half an hour or so, don't drink water, don't put anything in your mouth. Then that minty freshness, stays for a long time. You have to give mouthwash inside the mouth. You have to give it some time to work.
Yeah, got it.
So you swish it around and you spit it out, but it does nothing to dislodge food from between your teeth more than what a toothbrush might.
तो अगर normally toothbrush हम use कर रहे हैं तो उसके बाद mouthwash use करने का as such तो कोई जरूरत है
If you're using a toothpaste,
हाँ,
then
toothpaste
not
as
really.
in, yeah,
Not really.
Yeah,
but
तो
if you're not using a toothpaste,
then it's basically okay.
they're basically the same thing. Toothpaste and mouthwash, their purpose is
Replacement
the
ही है
same
बस.
thing. Their
Got
purpose is the same thing. You use them differently,
हाँ.
but their purpose is the same thing.
और एक अभी बहुत बड़ा ट्रेंड चला था this था ये oiling का like
Oil pulling.
का
Yes.
हाँ. What is it? I mean, does that
so,
work?
Oil pulling, in my understanding, is an Ayurvedic, treatment where you hold the coconut oil in your mouth and you swish it around for like a good 4 to 5 minutes or something from what I've heard. So, and that is supposed to be great for whatever toxins are leaching out, it's great for that. But it doesn't have any negative effects on your teeth. It doesn't have any negative effect on your saliva. In fact, the problem with oil pulling is that, you feel like too much saliva happening in the mouth. So as a dentist, I would say if you're doing that, please continue. But I don't know about the benefits. There's nothing proven. But there are no drawbacks.
No drawbacks.
There are no drawbacks.
So it's like raw coconut oil.
Yes.
You can have it and you can rinse it off for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, you're supposed to take like a spoonful of it. I've never done it. You're supposed to take a spoonful of it and you're supposed to swish it around in your mouth. But a lot of people think that that is an alternative for brushing. But now that you've understood plaque and you've understood how it works, a sticky white residue in your mouth is not going to be removed by oil.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Makes
so
sense.
you could add this to your routine. You could remove toothpaste. For people who want to go all organic, herbal and all of that, you could remove a toothpaste completely and you could use this, and then you could put like a clove or something in your mouth for the freshness.
Makes sense.
But brushing your teeth is important. You need the bristles to remove the plaque. That is important.
Got it. And what about floss? That's one more thing that people use. और ये भी एक ऐसा बोला जाता है कि it creates gap. मतलब long term में use करने पे दांतों के बीच में फिर gaps भी हो जाते हैं. What do you have to say on that?
It's the opposite. If you don't use a floss, you're going to have gaps between your teeth.
Okay.
It is going to happen. So what is the concept of a floss? It's just a string that you put between your teeth. Wherever your teeth are meeting, you put it between that. So whatever food or plaque or anything is lodged over there, that can come out with it. Anything that the brush leaves behind between the teeth, that is what the flossing is for. So now if there is, like I said, if there is plaque deposition somewhere and it's not getting clean, like between your teeth, it's not getting clean. One thing that can happen is a cavity. The other thing that can happen is that it can turn into tartar or calculus.
Okay.
Right? Once that happens, it is a hard structure. So what happens? Your gums settle down. They shy away from the calculus and your bone also shies away. So what happens is there is a gap created. So the opposite. By flossing, you are not creating a gap. By not flossing, you are creating a gap.
Okay.
So for patients who don't brush at night, I love to tell them that अगर रात को आप कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे हो ना, तो the only thing that you could do is flossing.
पर उससे bleeding नहीं होता है?
If it is bleeding, again it comes back to there is calculus over there.
Okay.
So flossing should not bleed.
Otherwise it should not.
Yes. If it is bleeding, set up an appointment with your dentist, get a cleaning done. अगले दिन से start flossing again, it won't bleed.
But should it be a regular thing, like people that they need to include on a regular
As
basis?
important as brushing.
As important.
India में we don't have that awareness. Our parents didn't, our grandparents didn't, so it was not passed on to us. But if bare minimum routine of, you know, oral hygiene, if I could tell you, would be brush in the morning and floss at night.
Oh, okay.
So during the day, whatever your tongue is moving, you're talking, you're drinking water, so that self-cleansing action is already happening. But then at night, when you floss, between your teeth, agar kuch reh gaya hai, whatever you've eaten, like it could be a seed, it could be plaque, it could be anything, right? And you clean that out. That self-cleansing action and the flossing, your mouth is as clean as it gets at the end of the day.
Okay.
And then in the morning, that film of plaque is what you're brushing off.
But जो generally लोग ऐसे बोलते हैं कि every time you eat, like whatever you eat, उसके बाद at least rinse it off, like you do kulla.
Wonderful
That's important.
Wonderful habit to have.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it is very important because saliva is already doing that, but it's a wonderful habit to have.
Every time you eat, after that, at least once you can do it. It's
if you have the liberty of going to a washroom and rinsing out your mouth, great. Otherwise, whatever glass of water you have on the table, swish it around and drink it. You're basically drinking the same water through the same oral cavity.
Yeah.
Just swish it around a little and drink it.
Makes sense.
So then you don't have anything inside the mouth for the bacteria to feed on.
Okay. But इसमें I always wonder this कि जो हम ये सारी चीजें इतनी हम we are talking about mouth washes and floss and everything and all, हमारे ancestors, हमारे दादा, you know, papa in fact, they just used to use that दातून आराम से use करते थे and they had these wonderful teeth. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, why there's a shift and why we need to do so many things and why it was all okay for them?
So first of all, honestly, they didn't have amazing teeth.
Okay.
It was, and this is by experience also that I can tell you that when I started practicing initially, we saw a lot of patients with full mouth dentures and all. Whereas in the last 5-6 years, that number is going down drastically. Which means ki that older generation, which is, you know, like dying out now, that older generation lost their teeth really early on. Like 40s, 50s, mein they would, you know, lose most of their teeth.
Okay.
So again, the reason over there being that if you can't maintain your oral hygiene, then you're going to have plaque leading to calculus, leading to, you know, cavities, leading to all of those things, you know, gum recession, you're going to have all of those things. So दातून का भी purpose एक ही था, that they used to chew on it, make it as soft as they could, and the idea was कि उसका जो juice release हो रहा है from that the stick of the दातून, so it was specifically that tree only. You can't just pick up a neem tree का branch and start doing it. Doesn't work like that. So that it had a lot of what's the word, like when you chewed on it, it stimulated saliva you know, production in the mouth. So great, it's good for that. But coming back to how do you clean the plaque with it?
Of course.
So उसमें जो bristles or whatever, you know, the brush जैसा जो है, it's not even. So even if I do brush with that, how am I sure that it cleaned the entire surface? It might clean more of a certain area, it might clean less of a certain area. So it's not as reliable. So दातून पे से when they invented the toothbrush, there was a reason why.
Yeah. Even बीच में जो ये toothpaste और दातून के जो powders भी आए थे, I think then तो they will also not, you know, work because वो भी plaque
So
कैसे
again
साफ
on the
करेंगे?
powder, it matters because powder and paste में इतना फर्क नहीं है. Once you add a little bit of water to it, as long as it is lathering well or frothing well, that's good enough. But again, in the powder, you want it to be FDA approved because the powder, again, like any other toothpaste, could have extra abrasives. So you don't want an abrasive toothpaste.
Abrasive मतलब?
Abrasives are which take away a layer of something. So like in skin, you have exfoliants. वैसे abrasives are anything in any industry, even in the chemical industry. Abrasives basically means something that is going to take away the above layer.
Got it.
So lot of toothpastes will you know, say that we have a whitening toothpaste. And people feel like मैं तो एक दो बार I used it and it worked so well.
Yeah.
You know, but what it does is it has abrasives in it, so it does take away one layer of your enamel, so it's going to look really white because that upper layer is gone. But now you use it on a daily basis, on a regular basis, the problem that happens is you're wearing down the enamel and the dentine inside is going to show through. So in the long run, you're going to make your teeth even more yellow. But the problem with using it even once or twice is that abrasives aren't very fine. They are not even in a toothpaste or in a tooth powder. They are not evenly distributed. So when you use that, certain areas will have scratches. Certain areas won't have scratches. So even if you use it 1 or 2 times, okay, well, let me just use this one time and I'll have white teeth. But now you have scratches on your teeth instead of a smooth surface. So every time, say you have coffee or tea or something, particles of that are going to get, lodged over there. And then you're going to have more stains in the long run. You want your teeth to be squeaky clean like a glass or a mirror. You want it to have that smoothness.
So what do doctors do? I mean, when a person comes for whitening, तो आप में फिर क्या होता है? Like it's a...
We use hydrogen peroxide. We actually use bleaching agents.
Achha.
So I don't usually recommend that to everyday patients. I recommend it to patients who are going to be in front of the camera all the time, who are going to have the limelight on them, and who are going to have a lot of close-up pictures taken of themselves. And for them, they are being paid to bleach their teeth. Right? When you are in that industry where you are constantly on screen, you're being paid to look the way you look. So if you're being paid, then sure, why not go ahead bleach your teeth?
Of course.
But
so it's
again,
more of an aesthetic thing.
It is definitely an aesthetic thing, but why is it not for everyday people? Like, aesthetics is not only meant for, people in the fashion industry or in Bollywood. It's not just meant for them. Aesthetics is for everyone. Only problem is that bleach, any form of bleach dehydrates wherever it is applied. So, kapdon mein bhi, why don't we bleach very often? You have a white shirt, we don't bleach it very often. Once in a year or something, we might add bleach to it. Because it dehydrates it. That fabric is going to become rougher in the long run. So, even if I say today we bleach your teeth, okay, you're going to have very white teeth and everything. But those are dehydrated teeth. That surface of the enamel has become dehydrated. So, the stains that it is going to pick up are going to come back quite quickly. Within a year, you are going to be exactly where you were, before you got your bleaching done. So, you need a lifestyle change to happen where you don't eat turmeric, where you don't have aerated drinks, you don't have wine, you don't have coffee. You don't do all of that to lengthen, the effects of whitening. But eventually, you have to go back and do it again. So, unless you're in that field and you are getting, all these treatments, you are getting it done on a regular basis, it makes sense. Otherwise, I feel like not a great idea to do. But say you're getting married, say you have, you have an interview, you have something like that. Then once in a lifetime, karane mein there's no issue.
But the drawback, it should not be a regular thing. Like...
Yes, and there is a drawback that tooth sensitivity, because again it is dehydrated. Tooth sensitivity, like I said, saliva and all has a numbing action. Once you dehydrate the teeth, it's going to be very sensitive.
तो sensitivity आप जो बोल रहे हो, major reason जो होता है, saliva is less उस वजह से होता है, right?
Enamel is less इस वजह से होता है.
हाँ. Enamel is less.
Enamel is less इस वजह से.
Okay. And उसका कोई reason वो तो I think it should be eventual then. अगर
same thing, you're using a hard bristle brush, so you've worn down your enamel. You have acid reflux, so it is wearing it down. You drink a lot of aerated drinks every day, that is wearing it down.
चाय से होता है क्या? Like there was a myth कि चाय also
Chai is basically milk. So milk is not acidic, but it's the opposite.
It's the opposite.
Yeah. Okay. It doesn't do anything to
it's your teeth. It's a myth. It's कि चाय से दांत खराब होते हैं. It's actually a big
चाय
myth.
से stain होते हैं. Like tea and coffee have tannins in them. Like tea has tannins in them. Like wine has tannins in it, which is what causes those brown stains on your teeth.
Okay.
But those are like, you sit in the dental chair, you get a cleaning done and they are gone. So I wouldn't call them harmful. But if you want a white, like bright smile, then you might as well stay away from it. Or every time you have a cup of coffee, drink a glass of water after that.
Okay. और जो इसका opposite जो आपने बोला कि milk is good for teeth, is that true?
I did not say milk is good for teeth. I
said
milk is not acidic.
But is it good for teeth?
Again, same thing.
आधी दुनिया आधी माएं बच्चों को यही बोल के दूध पिलाते हैं.
Milk is not good for anything. Milk has no purpose in anything. It has no purpose.
हाँ, ये lot of doctors have mentioned this कि और specifically बोला जाता है कि after a certain age, like probably 13 or 14, you can stop having milk because it has a lot of...
Even earlier than that, you can stop after 6 years old also. Milk has no purpose. It's if you break down milk, it's basically just fat. and water, like
हाँ,
fat and
exactly,
water. That's
exactly,
it.
exactly.
And in fact, milk पीने के बाद you get that film inside your mouth, which you get after coffee, after tea. You get that thin film inside your mouth. You feel it. Then you have a glass of water and it feels clean again.
Yeah, true.
So
true.
any food that gives you that film-like feeling inside your mouth is not great for your, plaque
And what
development.
about the one major thing, chocolates and sugar?
Hmm.
I mean, how do they affect? मतलब ये बोला जाता है ना, ज़्यादा मीठा खाने से दांत खराब होते हैं. What's
So
the science
again,
behind it?
उसमें sugar or chocolate per se doesn't directly cause a cavity. The consistency of it. Now sugar हम कैसे लेते हैं? Usually children will have candies. They're very sticky. Some chocolates also get lodged inside your teeth की surface पे. It gets lodged inside on your chewing surface, and it stays there. It is food for the bacteria. You don't want to give a lot of food to the bacteria. That's the idea over there. So even in
Yeah.
children, we recommend that before 5 p.m. give them whatever they want to eat. Obviously, keep it in like, you don't want them to become a diabetic. You don't want them to, have too much sugar. But if you're going to offer them a chocolate, you're going to offer them something sugary, you're going to offer them a glass of milk, do it before 5 p.m. So by the time like say 8, 9, 10 p.m. when the child is going to sleep, you still have 4 hours of that self-cleansing action happening inside the mouth. They'll be drinking water, they'll be talking, they'll be doing all of that. So whatever is lodged, that candy or that chocolate that is lodged inside is going to, get cleansed. So रात को 10 बजे like say you're in bed and you feel like having a snack, like oh let me go get a chocolate. Now that is going to stay in your mouth overnight.
course,
So that could cause a cavity.
Got it, got it.
But again, coming to cavities, majority of cavities they happen because of genetic purposes, like
Oh, is
genetic
it?
predisposition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even if you have impeccable oral hygiene, even if you follow all the things that your dentist tells you, but you still have cavities in multiple teeth, it's usually because either your mother or father also had cavities in those teeth.
तो if I ask the opposite कि जिनके है, जिनके genes में like mother father already has, कोई early precaution उनको लेना चाहिए कि what can they do to avoid that probably?
All of these things that we spoke about.
नहीं, and these are the lifestyle things, but anything to go to the doctor and the dentist and talk about certain
As
steps.
soon as you see any discoloration in your teeth, as soon as you see any black spot or something, that is the right time to go to a dentist.
Okay. So one again very very important question जो आपने cleaning की बात करी है कि generally it is said, जो हमने देखा है, even when I was reading, it is said कि जो internationally like in Europe and US and everywhere, people generally go 6 months. It's like a habit. It's like an important thing कि आपको जाके cleaning करानी ही करानी है. But India में it is not so. और उसमें उल्टा ये भी बोलते हैं कि 1-2 साल में कराओ, और वो भी तुम्हें कुछ हो तो कराओ, अदरवाइज क्लीनिंग कराने से तुम्हारे दांत और ढीले हो जाते हैं. लाइक ये जो गैप्स बनते हैं ना, बिकॉज ये जो टाटर तुम्हारे बन रहा है अपेरेंटली, दैट कीप्स योर टीथ स्ट्रॉन्ग. This is a very very common
it's a myth. It's an
myth or
absolute
phenomena,
myth, yeah.
whatever people have in mind कि जो तुम्हारा टाटर और प्लाक बन रहा है, it keeps your teeth strong, इसलिए तुम्हें उसको बार बार नहीं हटवाना चाहिए.
Yeah, so I'll tell you where it comes from. This again not in our generation, not in the abhi ke jo generations, even older generations right now, it's not very common in them. We are talking again, myths come from stories that were said years ago. That is where myths come from. So when they didn't use tooth bristles and all, they didn't use brushes, they didn't use all of that, so they had calculus and tartar. सबके मुंह में common था कि ये तो होता ही है. Now you go to a dentist after say 8 years of having a lot of calculus in your mouth. Now what did the calculus do? It pushed the gums down, it pushed the bone down, it created a gap. But वो gap में calculus बैठा है अभी. ठीक है? Now you go to the dentist cleans out the calculus because it's not good for your teeth. What are you left with? The big gap. So you're like, मैं जितनी बार cleaning करवाती हूँ इससे तो gap हो जाती है. The calculus is holding my teeth together. It is making it very strong. But teeth are held strong by gums and bone, not calculus. Calculus is not produced by the body as a normal phenomenon. It is a bacteria की वजह से plaque gets calcified and turns into calculus. It is not something that you want.
तो कितने टाइम में हमें फिर क्लीनिंग करानी चाहिए? What do you think?
So I think a great idea is कि if you have that one tooth bleeding somewhere, or you see in the mirror कि मुझे यहाँ पे थोड़ा deposit लग रहा है, that is a good time to go and get a cleaning done.
अच्छा.
If you feel everything
It's
is
not
great,
a rule कि every 6 months you should
there
go.
is no such rule.
No?
There is no such rule. Why would there be? If you're flossing every night, you're making sure that between your teeth everything is clean. You're brushing the way you're supposed to brush, that you're brushing your gums, you're doing all of that. Then why would you need a cleaning? I haven't done my own cleaning in 7 years.
Oh.
So in the first 3 years, I had to figure out what are my problem areas. Once I figured those out, and I figured out, ki, okay, you know, these are the areas that I need to clean better, and I started cleaning them better, and I started recognizing, ki, okay, now I don't have calculus there. I don't have a lot of plaque deposition happening. I don't have, you know, any food stuck between my teeth.
Yeah.
I don't need a cleaning. Cleaning is required for the stains, जो tannins के stains that we spoke about, turmeric and everything, what stains you have, and calculus को clean करने के लिए.
Got it.
So if you don't have all that, say you had a
Yeah.
cup of coffee, you had a cup of tea in the morning, and then you rinsed it out with a glass of water. So you know you don't have stains.
मतलब I'm thinking कि है कितना बेसिक, कितनी अगर तुम अपनी लाइफस्टाइल मेंटेन कर
Yeah.
लोगे तो ओरल हेल्थ इज कवर्ड
It's
देयर.
very easy.
It's very easy.
Most patients we see in, you know, in the dental chair are patients because of genetic predisposition.
Oh, is okay.
Most
okay.
patients we see, we'll ask them, even crooked teeth and all, we'll ask them, हाँ मेरी mom के ऐसे दांत है, हाँ मेरे dad के ऐसे दांत है. My dad has a lot of cavities. My dad has a lot of caps in his mouth.
Yeah.
So when that, usually you see those people. So if you are fine, I feel like as far as every doctor is concerned, if you don't have any symptoms, you are fine, everything is good. Functionally and anatomically, physiologically, you feel fine. You don't need to go to a doctor.
इसमें बट वही आता है ना, क्योंकि इवन जैसे अब टाटर अगर है सपोज, बट टाटर होने के बाद भी पीपल डोंट फील एनीथिंग, यू नो, देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग दैट इज गोइंग ऑन कि वो खा नहीं पा रहे हैं या दर्द हो रहा है और एनीथिंग.
Usually people do know.
Okay.
A person is aware.
हाँ.
कि यहाँ पे मुझे थोड़ा gums में sensitive लग रहा है. So wherever there is calculus, the gum is inflamed over there.
तो वो जो पेन, गम में पेन आता है, that's again the same thing.
It could
right?
be that.
हाँ, okay, okay.
Gums are a whole subject in dentistry. So it could be a lot of other things. But one of the first beginning signs of gum disease is this. कि there is a little bit of bleeding, वहाँ पे swelling है. If I press the gum over there, it hurts a little bit.
हाँ,
Yeah.
हाँ, got it.
So you always know, there is always a symptom.
Got it. And अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि if, for example, after 50s, after 60s, what happens to the teeth? Like if a old person or if somebody जिनके parents हैं, if they are watching, तो parents के good oral health के लिए for another 20-30 years, is there any, you know, new thing that they are supposed to do, anything that they should follow, anything that they should go to doctor and show? So how can a person in their old age can maintain their teeth?
I think a good place to start is visit a dentist. Let them check कि कोई ongoing cavity है. Are there any missing teeth inside the mouth? Is any of that happening inside the mouth? They can help the patient with that. Once you come back to the baseline, कि okay, अभी whatever the dentist said, everything is good. Now I just have to maintain my oral hygiene. So then you start brushing like we discussed. You floss at night. You rinse after every meal, after every drink that you have. You rinse after that, or just have a glass of water after that. Once you're doing all of these things, that's all you have to do till the end of your life.
Yeah, it's that simple.
It's that simple. Even with children, that you are brushing their teeth till they are like 6 years, 8 years, 10 years sometimes. Then they start brushing on their own. So at that time, it is a good idea to, you know, yearly take them to the dentist so that they can have a look whether they are, you know, cleaning their teeth properly on their own, whether they are brushing well or not. Is there any new cavity happening because of the genetic predisposition we spoke about? So that's why you want to take children to the dentist, you know, every once in a while if you can.
Yeah.
Once the dentist tells you, okay, oral hygiene is great, there is no calculus, nothing, और आप 2 साल बाद गए हो dentist के पास and they tell you everything looks good, continue what you are doing. It's working for you.
Yeah, makes sense.
As simple as that.
एक चीज जो आप दैट इरिटेट्स यू, मैं ऐसे पूछती हूँ कि जैसे सेल्फ डायग्नोज वाले बहुत लोग आते हैं ना, तो वन थिंग दैट इरिटेट्स यू कि लाइक यू आर अ डॉक्टर, दैट्स ऑल, बट ठीक है, बट वो होता है ना कि यार ये चीज लेके अब ये क्यों करते हैं, why people are doing this, then one thing that they are doing
the
wrong.
first thing that popped into my mind when you said what irritates you the most, I think what irritates me the most, and I'm sure a lot of dentists will agree with me on this, is bad dentistry.
Okay.
So we are educated to, you know, treat everything in dentistry. So you could bring any problem to me. You may not have brushed for 50 years and you come to me. I'm no one to judge. I have so much to treat. You know, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't brushed for 5 days, and it doesn't bother me. Like even bad breath doesn't bother me. Like we are wearing our mask, and we are used to it. So none of that bothers me. What bothers me is bad dentistry, that they've gone and got something done and you know that person has really botched it up. Really botched it up. अब उनका काम correct करना, that is very annoying.
And it is happening?
A lot. It always happens. Yeah. Every Tom, Dick and Harry is, you know, has opened up a clinic and is practicing. And with all these new treatments that are coming up, we see a lot. Like abhi Tootsie aligners, there's a whole case against them. They've been taken to court because of it. Ki you can sit at home and, you know, align your teeth. So there are so many side effects of it. There are so many problems, and then the patient comes and we are not even treating dentistry anymore. We are fixing somebody else's fault, something that somebody else has botched. Now we are sitting and fixing that.
Yeah.
So that is very annoying, that you could have saved yourself all this, you know.
So if a person is choosing a dentist, agar main aapse पूछूं, what should they look out for in a doctor, in a dentist?
So I think one good thing to look for is whether the dentist is really listening to you.
Yeah.
Spending time understanding your symptoms, asking the symptoms, figuring out, you know, what the actual problem is. And the other is that the problem needs to feel as big as the solution.
But वो तो फिर जब तुम डेंटिस्ट के पास जब चले जाओगे तब पता चलेगा. But before going there, उससे पहले कि for example some credentials या anything that you can कि हाँ you can choose.
See, no, that is very difficult because up and coming new dentists जो है, or for the last, you know, 10-20 years से जो dentists है, you'll find reviews, you'll find a lot of online presence and everything. But what about the senior dentists? They've got so much experience. They're so much better than the younger dentists.
Yeah.
But you won't see any online presence unki. So I think the best test is to actually go and just have a consultation.
Just have a consultation.
That let me hear what you are saying, and whether it is a dentist, whether it is any other doctor, second opinion is your friend. People always feel like you know you're betraying your doctor by taking a second opinion, or I'm just getting more confused. Second opinion is your friend. You must take a second opinion, especially when you're getting something big done. Say you are getting an implant done, you're getting a full surgery done. Get a second opinion. See how much is in common between the two, right?
And that too, जब दूसरे वाले के पास जा रहे हो तो don't tell them what the other person said.
You can.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't you? No, you should.
You should?
You should. See what they have to say. See, a confident doctor is not going to have a problem with you saying कि मैंने Google पे ये पढ़ा. They will explain to you how to understand that fact.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyone, that's why the first point was they are willing to listen to you. The first point in finding a good doctor is they are willing to listen to you.
Yeah.
They are not judging you. They are not belittling you. They are not patronizing you. You know, they are not treating you like, अरे आपको कुछ नहीं आता,
इतना पढ़ के मत आओ, और you know, ये
when they are doing that, like, see, to be a good doctor, my main job as a doctor is to look after people, to make them feel better. That begins before even before I even touch the patient.
Yeah.
So your first test is whether they are listening to you, whether all your doubts and everything is cleared with them or not. Till everything is not sorted out, till you are not on the same page as the dentist, don't let them touch you.
Yeah, makes sense. और ये जो आपने अभी bad breath की बात करी, मेरे को एक sudden वो आया दिमाग में back end पे. तो bad breath पे generally because lot of people goes through that issue. तो first of all वो होता क्यों है, and उसका एक फिक्स तो होता है कि चलो डॉक्टर्स के पास गए, बट एक क्विक फिक्स अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं, लाइक somebody is going through and they have to, you know, go out and attend a party or whatever. So can you just explain that?
So when I was younger, my mom and my sister used to tease me. As soon as I would wake up in the morning, they were like, it smells like a chuha has died inside your mouth.
Oh my god, okay.
You know, and I found out years later that it was an acid reflux issue.
Okay.
So bad breath is not a normal phenomenon. If you wake up in the morning and you have a really bad stench that, you know, even you can smell, other people can smell, or during the day that you have a really bad smell, after you've maintained your oral hygiene, after you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, if you still have bad breath, there are 2 or 3 reasons why it could be happening. One is an infection is going on. If you have a infected tooth, because there is bacteria and everything multiplying over there, it's going to stink. Okay. The other is dry mouth. When you don't have enough saliva production happening, your mouth is dry. Again, bacteria multiply a lot when you don't have saliva in the mouth. That creates bad breath. And the third is acid. So if there is a lot of acid inside your mouth, it is wearing down your teeth, you've got a lot of acid reflux, acid smells.
Okay.
So if you have bad breath, that is a great, symptom to tell you that something is off. So it could be dental related, it could be gastro related.
Okay.
So that is where bad breath comes from. But a quick fix for bad breath, say you had like you had a lot of garlic for lunch and now
Yeah.
you have to go out, you know, for a date
Yeah.
or something. Then ghar mein what you have your clove, you have your cinnamon stick, you have your ilaichi dana. You can put, you know, pop one of those in your mouth. Another is chewing gum is a
Chewing
great
gum.
idea. Or a mouthwash is a great idea.
Yeah.
All of these work.
Yeah.
All of
But
these
generally, agar bad breath hai, तो that's something that you should go to the doctor
yes,
for.
bad breath is a symptom. It is
It's
a symptom. Yes.
Funny note, I want to ask you one thing. I mean, this me and I think everyone thinks of about dentists is this only कि यार तुम कभी भी किसी dentist के सामने जाओगे ना तो उनको somehow ये answer आता है कि तुम्हारा एक दांत तो टेढ़ा है या ये है and you need to fix them. Like
Right.
you always need braces या you always need
Yeah.
Invisalign or anything. Why? I mean, why does that happen? What do you think?
Honestly, वो नहीं होता, but there is truth in it. Every person I have met, I remember their teeth. Like I can,
Yeah?
every person I've ever met, I remember their teeth. But I don't remember my patient's teeth.
हाँ.
वैसे, so if I'm meeting you socially, मेरा ध्यान जाने वाला है वहाँ पे. It's just how, you know, like.
Do I need braces too?
So no, so great question over there. Aesthetics is a very personal decision. Whether you want to get highlights done, whether you want to wear heels, whether you want to wear red or blue today, it's entirely on you. What makes you happy? So the only time a dentist should be telling you that you need braces or you need aligners or whatever is because your teeth could be so crooked that your oral hygiene is not being maintained or cannot be maintained because it's regular brushing is not doing the thing, so which is why you need aligned teeth or one of those reasons. But usually if you go to a dentist and they give you 5 or 10 different issues, it comes back to what we discussed before, that your problem has to be as big as your solution. So if I'm giving you 10 different solutions and you have only one problem, then I'm not the dentist for you.
Makes sense, makes sense.
You know?
तो ये जो braces वगैरह भी लगते हैं ये सिर्फ aesthetics के लिए नहीं होते हैं.
No, it's not for aesthetics
That's
at all.
a thing.
It does, because see, if you can't maintain your wherever the teeth are crooked or wherever there's a big gap, if you can't maintain that gap, if you can't maintain your oral hygiene around that, again plaque, calculus, gum recession, bone resorption, ये सब होने वाला है. So by the time you're 40, 50, you're going to be getting a lot of dentistry done. People with perfect aligned teeth don't have to go to the dentist so much later on. It's like tried and tested, proven.
इसमें मेरे को एक्चुअली याद है कि जो बच्चे लॉट ऑफ पीपल जो छोटे बच्चे होते हैं उनको थम सकिंग की बचपन से बहुत आदत होती है. तो और ये बोला जाता है कि इट एक्चुअली इवेंचुअली और व्हेन यू ग्रो ओल्डर दैट आल्सो क्रिएट अ लॉट ऑफ इश्यूज इन टर्म्स ऑफ जैसे आपने बोला कि क्रूकेड हो गए या बाहर आ गए, बाहर निकल गए एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. डज दैट हैपन?
Absolutely, it happens. So when children are really young, that time their bones are not completely formed.
Okay.
So if you see a baby's skull, you'll see that they have soft spots over there. So you have bony plates, and those bony plates join together and create a certain structure. So your upper palate जो है, which we spoke about, where the patient puts their thumb to, when the thumb sucking happens, वहाँ पे there are 2 bony plates which haven't fused together yet. So there is cartilage in the middle. So if the patient is going to push over there, उसका shape change होगा. Which is why you see children with, flared front teeth and a very narrow jaw. Those are patients where हमको देख के पता चल जाता है that this is a thumb sucking patient. So then you need like a major orthodontia treatment to fix that jaw ka shape. So thumb sucking and all, to a certain extent it is very normal for children to have a phase where they have a thumb sucking habit. It's very normal. It's mainly a self-soothing habit. But if that goes on for like months and years, then we're in trouble.
Yeah, makes sense. So if I ask you, अगर एक छोटा बच्चा है, like if a 6-month-old baby or whatever, so when should be what should be the first time when should they visit a doctor or dentist?
So baby teeth, that we have 2 sets of teeth. So baby teeth come out anywhere between 6 months to 12 months.
Okay.
So that is a good time to go to the dentist.
2 sets of teeth आप कौन से?
Your baby teeth and your permanent teeth.
अच्छा, milk और जो permanent बोलते हैं. Okay.
What we call the milk teeth and the permanent teeth. So by the age of 13, all your milk teeth have fallen and all your new teeth, like your permanent teeth, which you are going to carry for the rest of your life, वो replace नहीं होने वाले unless a dentist replaces them. So
Oh.
your body is not going to replace them.
Yeah.
If you lose one of the permanent teeth, they are not coming back. So for babies, like for the first time when they should go to a dentist or a pediatric dentist, is between 6 months to 12 months to just see if they are all coming on time or not. Say by 12 months not a single tooth has come, then that might need some intervention, that might need some attention. And by 6 months, if almost all of the teeth have come out, a lot of babies are even born with teeth.
अच्छा.
So then you'll have to pay attention. So usually कैसे होता है कि biologically we are expected to breastfeed from anywhere between 6 months to 2 years.
Yeah.
And your teeth start to come out around 6 months of age. So it makes sense that when you are putting the baby to sleep by breastfeeding, the baby is holding a lot of breast milk in the mouth and falling asleep. So when they're falling asleep with that breast milk in the mouth, with these new baby teeth that have come out, there is a very high chance of cavities happening.
Makes sense.
So biologically also they've done it like that. Ki, okay, till 6 months you are breastfeeding, and after that slowly the teeth will start to come out. And that makes it uncomfortable for the mother to breastfeed, and which is basically a biological, excuse to slowly wean down breastfeeding.
Yeah.
So that's the idea behind that.
Wow,
So
I mean, it's such a miracle, our body and everything
Absolutely.
is so
absolutely.
properly designed, you know.
There's no mistake happening over there.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no mistake.
so true. That's so
Yeah.
true. So there's this thing जो काफी लोग confused है कि whether you should rinse the toothpaste out or whether you should spit it out. What would you say on that?
So if you're using a fluoride toothpaste,
Fluoride toothpaste.
a fluoride toothpaste.
Okay.
So fluoride is added to toothpaste. It is added to your drinking water also.
तो सब में होता है, हर टूथपेस्ट में जो जनरली हम यूज
usually
कर रहे हैं.
it mentions it is either a fluoride free toothpaste
अच्छा,
or it is mentioned that it is a fluoridated toothpaste.
ठीक है.
So fluoride toothpastes are great for preventing cavities. That is what the purpose of fluoride in the toothpaste is,
ठीक
to
है.
prevent cavities. So why dentists say that you shouldn't rinse it off is that when you brush with a fluoride toothpaste, it takes about 2 minutes for the fluoride to stay in the mouth before you rinse it out.
ठीक है.
So that's why they say don't rinse it out. Spit out any excess that you have and spit as much as you need to. Like even if for the next 5 minutes initially when you are making the habit, spit as many times as you need to. And for the next half an hour or so, don't drink water, don't do anything. So that fluoride, that thin layer of fluoride on your teeth gets time to work.
ठीक है.
And that anti-cavity action can happen.
ठीक है. But half an hour के बाद we can rinse it out.
Then you can rinse it out. Then you can
thinking
drink
about
water.
it, it's becoming weird.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But usually if you brush at night and you spit it out and everything, just go to sleep after that.
You don't have to rinse.
So overnight, if you have that fluoride happening, it's a great anti-cavity, this thing.
Got it.
But the rinsing and spitting out, there is a reason why we all do that, because children can't be ingesting fluoride. There is something called fluorosis, that internal and oral fluorosis that can happen in them. So that's why we teach children to, rinse and spit. But we continue that as adults also, which we really don't need to. If you have a lot of cavities or if you want to prevent cavities beyond 6 years of age, it is a good idea to start with using very little toothpaste initially, so that you don't have to spit out too much. It is not making you sick.
Yeah.
And then slowly you can increase up to the, ideal amount of toothpaste that you want to be using, and then spit out the excess and leave it. In the morning, leave it for half an hour or so before you rinse it out, and at night, just leave it on all night if you can.
बस पानी नहीं पीना है in the morning after literally for half an hour.
Half an hour के लिए.
Okay.
Let it work.
I don't think
minutes
I haven't seen a person who is actually spitting out.
Yeah.
सबको rinsing नहीं
But
पता
no
है.
point of doing that if it is a non-fluoridated toothpaste.
Of course.
If it is a fluoridated toothpaste, then definitely
So
do
I
that.
think that is also one more thing that we can check on the label, like you mentioned. FDA
I feel
के
it's
साथ.
very important to teach children that. Adults may, if you've not had cavities all your life, you're probably not going to get one, right? If you've had cavities all your life because of the genetic predisposition, then children may, it is a good habit. Like say you have had multiple cavities in your life, and now you're planning to have a child. So make sure that by 6 months you're taking them to the dentist. Every year you are getting them checked by the dentist, and by the time they turn 5 or 6, you teach them to spit out all the excess but not rinse it. And you start with a very little amount, so it doesn't, bother them too much. It doesn't make you sick. Even for adults, start with very little for the first week. Then slowly increase. You're used to the effect.
I'll try this out tomorrow. I think I will. Okay, and one more thing, अगर जो हम ये जैसे इसकी बात करें, like myth and everything, तो baking soda, that is one thing that people apply a lot for whitening. I am assuming that.
Yeah.
Does that work? And आते पेशेंट के
Sure, it
बोलते हैं आपको
works. It works. The same way that abrasives work.
Yeah?
So the first couple of
abrasives
times,
works,
yeah,
okay.
first couple of times you'll feel like, oh, so white, but it is still creating those scratches on the surface, and then it is going to incorporate a lot more stains. So no baking soda.
तो मतलब वो जो घर के नुस्खे वाली चीजें होती है, people should not.
Honestly, baking soda घर का नुस्खा नहीं है. No grandmother has ever said कि हम ये करते थे. Only thing is that baking soda is available inside the house. So you think it is a घर का नुस्खा. It's really not a घर का नुस्खा. Like you're not rubbing everything else in the house. You're not rubbing it on your teeth. Why baking soda?
Yeah, makes
And
sense.
simple है that this enamel is not coming back. It is not growing. And if you're going to scrub it with something like baking soda, it is going to create a rough surface.
हाँ.
And rough surface पे सब कुछ stick होगा. Stains भी stick होंगे, plaque भी बहुत ज़्यादा stick होगा. You want your teeth surface to be as smooth as possible.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to change their toothbrushes after watching this episode for sure, because it is very important. And again, मतलब हम इतने ads देखते हैं जिसमें हम ये face wash use करो, इससे skin ये होगी, डमैट use करो, like lot of things, because that is not good for your skin, but nobody talks about कि यार this is not good for your teeth and not,
and why it is not good. Once you understand the why, you'll never do it again.
Yeah. And जो आपने permanent जैसे teeth की बात करी है पूरी, कि जो permanent एक बार गए and then they'll never come back, you won't have a teeth again. तो lot of people जो वो steel के दांत होते हैं and all of that, वो लगाते हैं. Do they also work for a long time? How?
They last for a long time. Fake teeth last for a good 20 years, depending on the technician, who the dentist is.
And then what happens after 20 years?
It's warranty, like its life is 20 years. Sometimes they last.
Replace.
You may not even need to replace. Like we've known war ki stories, we've known where people have stolen gold and silver teeth from fallen soldiers. So they last beyond everything.
Nice.
We like archaeologists have found a gold tooth here and there because it lasts forever. Metals last forever.
तो इसमें अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि एक जनरली जो अगर आप डॉक्टर्स की और बात करें तो लोगों का क्या होता है, they come with a lot of Google information with them, कि and self diagnosis का सारी चीजों का होता है. तो वन थिंग जो एक लोगों के दिमाग में आती है when it comes to our skin और teeth और beauty and aesthetics is यार मेरे को आलिया भट्ट जैसे दांत चाहिए, मुझे इसके जैसे स्किन चाहिए. So do you ever get that कि why do they have such good teeth and हमारा ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? What do you think? आते हैं ऐसे कभी?
Honestly, the biggest smiles that we know in our in the Bollywood industry, say Madhuri Dixit or Aishwarya Rai or Kareena Kapoor or everyone we know who have like perfect teeth and everything, 9 out of 10 times they are not real. So they're not real. They're veneers, crowns. They get those treatments done because they are in that field. They have to be in front of the screen all the time. A lot of patients ask me that how do I get like super white teeth? Now teeth aren't inherently white. Like your bone isn't white. Bones are slightly, they have that yellowish tinge to them. The same way that teeth have, because inside there is nerve tissue, there is red inside. और उसके ऊपर translucent dentine है और translucent enamel है. So it is going to come off as, slightly yellowish. So the ideal teeth of, ideal color of your teeth has to match the whites of your eyes.
Oh, okay.
So it is very relative. You might say that I have very yellow teeth. But if you check it on a, on a color scale of like, we have color scales in the clinic. If you check it on that, you'll see like, oh, it's quite white. But that's because the whites of your eyes are very blue. So it's very relative.
Oh.
If this is too yellow and this is too white, then you'll feel like your teeth are too, yellow. So that is why a lot of treatments, like they get bleaching done very often. Every 6 months to 1 year, they get bleaching done, they get veneers done, they get crowns done. So anytime you feel like you see someone and you feel like, oh, they have a perfect smile, it's such a white smile, it's usually fake. It's on social media, so take it with a pinch of salt. It's not always true.
True that. Wow, I mean, again, I think जो पूरा overall आता है, it's boils back to जो आपने बोला है कि remove your plaque. Now I would say that.
Just remove your plaque.
Remove your plaque, that's the whole thing. One last thing that you want to say to the users, I mean, today's World Oral Health Day, I mean, when we'll be, releasing the episode. So anything, आपने काफी आपने lifestyle हर चीज आपने बता दी है, तो but one thing that comes up, अगर मैं आपसे पूछती हूँ पहली चीज जो दिमाग में आती है, तो आप क्या बोलोगे लोगों को कि this is something that you should do finally to have that best oral health care for yourself?
Take a second opinion.
Makes sense. take a
That
second
would
opinion.
be, yeah, because everything can be sorted. Bad dentistry is very expensive for the patient to fix.
Hmm.
You've already paid for it, and on top of it, you have to get it fixed again. So
Yeah.
rather than that, spend, you know, whatever is the consultation charge, go just ask another dentist. What do you think?
Hmm. That's very important.
Yeah, that's how you know that the one you, if it's a new dentist, right?
Yeah.
If you trust your dentist, you've already been going to them, that's fine. But if you're finding a new dentist, second opinion
It's very important.
makes a world of a difference in your journey in dentistry.
Ah.
Yeah.
वो com-
I've seen patients who have been coming to the clinic for like 4 years in a row, and we are fixing something that was botched by somebody else within 3 months, and we've been
That's
fixing
very
it
common
for 4
for you.
years. It's very common. It's very common for every dentist. Everybody's fixing somebody else's, you know, this thing. So
हाँ, even now I think of it actually that this happens कि even now I'm thinking of my family also कि हाँ हुआ है कि इसने सही से नहीं किया तो दूसरे डॉक्टर को दिखाया बाद में, but it was too late, मतलब as in
sometimes it's not,
thing-
luckily you wake up earlier, but I feel like if you have something big,
yeah.
you have something big to do, take a second opinion. You're not losing anything.
हाँ, and I think इस conversation के बाद it's very clear to me also कि जो लोग इतना हल्के में लेते हैं ना, because दांतों का क्या है कि they don't show symptoms, like you mentioned,
Yeah.
it's a very bearable symptom, and again कि because aesthetically you have to please your skin first, you have to fix your face first, और दांत बाद में कहीं आते हैं कि हाँ चलो अब मैं दांतों पे, it's not a
Yeah.
it's more of a lifestyle thing rather than a, you know, an important need or a want for your
Yeah.
body.
You may not shower every day, but you
हाँ.
must brush every day.
Yeah, but I think it's more important then, because like you mentioned, it goes here and then it goes inside our body in a lot many ways, like from heart to guts, everything.
There have been a lot of cases of root canals spreading the infection down to,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then a lot more, yeah.
So guys, please take care of that, and thank you so much, Madhuri. I mean, honestly मैंने नहीं सोचा था कि इतनी information जाएगी, and
Yeah.
मैं खुद ये realize कर रही हूँ कि even after doing research there are a lot of things that even I didn't know, and
Yeah.
I think that should go out. So thank you so much.
I was so excited to talk about it because I was like, okay, on a large scale, we can, you know, let people know something. And these are conversations I have every day in the clinic.
Yeah, these are very common for
Every
you.
day. It's not like it has changed over the years that, you know, now people know the basics. It doesn't happen like that. You're still repeating the basics every day.
Difference वही है ना कि it's common for you, but आपके पास जो लोग आ रहे हैं वो तब आ रहे हैं when it's late for them.
Yeah.
So that's वो late ना हो, इसीलिए ये information हम जितना पहले पहुंचा सके,
Absolutely.
I think that's important.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much again. Wonderful session.
Thank you.